visions clash, tales of terror in a lightning flash. That old Yorkshire geek with stories to unfold. Keep your eyes wide open and your soul won't grow cold. In the realm of the strange and the fantastical, lost in the dark, but it's a light so magical. Magical. Whispers of Lovecraft in the dead of night. Spaceships, sorcery, shadow fright. Dungeons deep and castles grand. Tales of might from this England land. That old Yorkshire geek with stories to unfold. Keep your eyes wide open and your soul won't grow cold. In the realm of the strange and the fantastical, lost in the dark, but it's a light so magical. While dragons flame, hearts of heroes in the Hall of Fame. Flee or fight the monsters we dread, but the winds of wonder in his stories are spread. That old Yorkshire geek with stories to unfold. Keep your eyes wide open and your soul won't grow cold. In the realm of the strange and the fantastical, lost in the dark, but it's a light so magical. Magical. The Zulu breeze while dragons flame. Hearts of heroes in the Hall of Fame. Flee or fight the monsters we dread. The winds of wonder in the stories are spread.
See, Daisy, I picked the wrong one, didn't I? Did the Christmas intro. Never mind. Anyway, hey up, it's Steve from the Old Yorkshire Geek. Welcome to this kind of impromptu Sunday live stream. Yes, Win Grace says, Merry Christmas. Yes, I know, I clicked the wrong bloody one, didn't I? 'Cause I'm stupid. Anyway, this kind of impromptu live stream where we're going to talk about which legacy Stargate characters are going to appear in the new Amazon series. In my opinion, we're going to do it in the form of a tier list. So we will get into that in a moment. But before we get started, don't forget to like and subscribe, share the videos, drop a comment, hit the notification bell if you're subscribed already. We're live on YouTube. Yes, we are. And we're live on Rumble. Yes, we are. Right. Okie dokie. Not live on Twitch because I don't do Twitch anymore. Explore the description for links for stuff like merch and my books. There they are. Amazon Kindle and paperback. Give them a whirl. What else? My other websites, my other channels, and my social medias and Spotify and Patreon and stuff like that. Become a member and you get early access videos and exclusive videos on occasion. And Justin's here with a $2 super sticker, blimey, straight in at the gate or whatever, with that weird lemon man throwing me a love heart. Thank you, Justin. That's very kind of you. That is very, very kind of you. Right. So, is that it? We're done. Yes. Right. So, we'll get on with this, shall we? Which legacy? Because if you don't know, Stargate is coming back on Amazon, because Amazon bought MGM and they finally got round to doing a new Stargate series. There were talk that they were going to do movies and stuff like that. They may still do down the line, but at the moment they're doing a series, and they've employed people that worked on Stargate before, which is cool, like Martin Guerrero and bloody blanking on names now. You know what I'm like, and all them others, Joseph Malozzi and all them are coming in to write the blooming thing and produce it. And a writer's room has been set up, and people have been there to it. People such as Joe Flanagan has been to the writer's room. Well, anywho, Justin says, that young Yorkshire geek, do it make me look younger? I can't wait for it to grow back. It's horrible. Anywho, right, so we'll get on with it, shall we? We'll get on with this tier list. I've picked a variety of legacy Stargate characters, and I'm going to, I'll just show you. Shall I? Just add it to the stage. There it is. So, legacy Stargate characters in the new series tier list. So we've got a selection of highly likely. Was that big enough? Likely, maybe not. Unlikely, highly unlikely. And down here we've got various Stargatey people. No, I haven't picked any Goa'uld or any characters like that. Although one of them could be, as in that fella there. But anyway, they're not in any order, I don't think. Although they kind of go in popularity as we go down. But never mind. It's just how the list worked out. So I'll just work down from top to bottom, and we'll decide where they should go in the tier. So there we go. So we'll start off with Kowalski. I don't know what rank he was, but he major. I think he was Major Kowalski when he passed away. They could say, how can he be in this if he's passed away? Well, he were in it again, wasn't he? Because we saw a Kowalski from another universe when they had shenanigans with the Stargate. And people were coming through from different universes, weren't they? Such as Janet Fraser, who's also popped to clogs in our universe. So they could theoretically appear in this new series, but it's unlikely. In fact, I'd class it as highly unlikely. So I'm going to put Kowalski, and Janet Fraser, both in the highly unlikely. Janet Fraser, the Doctor, who died in that two-parter, Heroes, which was very sad, and I don't know why they killed her, but as I said, she did come back. But it were another version of her. So in theory, they could come back. You never know, but I don't think that's going to happen. And also we've got Carolyn Lamb, who was the Doctor in seasons 9 and 10, the daughter of Hank Landry. I don't know, could she be back? If we're back at Stargate Command, is she still there as the Doctor? I don't know. I didn't particularly like her character. She was a bit underused, wasn't she? She didn't really do anything, apart from she didn't really get on with her dad. But that were about it. That were about the limit of her character, wasn't it? So I'm going to put Carolyn Lamb, Dr. Carolyn Lamb, as unlikely. Wingress says, depends on how long the show's run. Or the show runs several seasons, they probably will revisit alternate universe. Yes, you never know. If Shanks comes back, she probably will. Maybe so. Who knows? It depends in what form Shanks comes back, doesn't it? If he's just a guest star, then it's probably not likely, is it? Anywho, right, so we're moving on to Stargate Universe characters now. So I don't think many of these are going to appear, although there have been rumours, haven't there, somewhere. I can't remember where I heard it. It may be Jay at Tachyon Pulse. It might have been. I can't remember where I heard it from. Or at the Popcast Boys. I can't remember. But it's not called the Popcast now, is it? Or is it? It's the Brain Show. But whatever. Somebody said the new series might have something to do with Destiny, i.e. the ship that's in Stargate Universe. But I don't know. So we've got Camille Ray, played by Ming Na. So I don't know. I'm classing these pretty much as unlikely, to be honest, for me. What do you reckon? Tell us in the chat what your ideas are. But so I don't know. I'm gonna put the Stargate ones, universe ones in unlikely, because I don't think we're gonna. I think they're gonna gloss over Destiny myself, or maybe not even mention it. But we'll see, won't we? So there's Camille Ray. Then we've got Tamara Johansson, played by the lovely Elena Huffman. Some of these might be dead, by the way, as in like these two. I can't remember. It's been a while since I've watched Universe. I don't think so. I haven't included Telford. Good old. He sodded off. Did he die? I can't remember what happened to Telford. Or did he go off with them aliens? I can't remember. Or did he get back to Earth? He got back to Earth, didn't he? I've forgotten. It's been a while since I've watched it, but I ain't got him in this list. So we know what we'll do. Sod it. I will find Colonel Telford and we'll add him to the list. If my bloody thing works, why ain't it working? There we go. Colonel Telford. Colonel David Telford. Let's find a picture of him. So save image as. Just bear with me, just while I'm tippy-tappeting. It's right, we're live. Who cares? Right, so I've got to go back here now and add to the items. Going to show that now, isn't it? Tell you. Just let me remove it for a moment. Just while I faff. Where are you? What folder have I put you in? There it is. Is it where's it put him? Where the hell is it? Did it put him at the bottom? You see, I'll move him up. Right. Hang on, why aren't you moved? Go on, up there. Why are you going back down again? I'm not allowed to move him. Never mind. Anyway, right, where were we? Wingray says he made it back to Earth. Oh, there we go. So there we go. So David Telford. But again, I'll put him in the maybe not, seeing as he's on Earth. And they might want a bit of star power, might they? With a bit of Lou Diamond Phillips going on. So I'll put him in maybe not. Anyway, we'll go back up to the top again. Eli, I forgot his bloody name now. Wallace? Does that sound right? What's his face? David Blue. Will he be in it? Will Eli be in it? Everybody liked Eli, apart from the next one that we're going to do. I bloody hate Chloe, but although she did like him, but not that way. But I'll put him maybe not. Who knows? But he's hit the gym, hasn't he? As Eli. If he does appear, it looks a lot different. It has been a long time, hasn't it? We've got to remember, a lot of these actors, by the way, have aged. So they won't look like they did last time we saw them. So it's been, what was it been? 2011, was it, when SGU finished? So that's like, 15 years, isn't it? Anyway, so I'm going to put Eli in maybe not. He was left when we left Stargate Universe. He was the only one awake, and they put all the crew into stasis pods. They did bring a comic out that they said were canon, and they had an adventure, and they found that there were some ancients asleep in another part of Destiny. But I think they're going to ignore them. I think we're going to pick it up pretty much. We're going to find out what happened. If they do mention Destiny, we'll find out what happened to them and all that. And they're still out there. They're still on Destiny, or they're found somewhere. I don't think they'll have got them home. I don't think. I don't know, because could they dial out? They did it before, though, didn't they? Because that's how Telford got back home, isn't it? So in theory, they could have got them home, couldn't they? But anyway, they'd have to have a super duper power supply to power the gate, wouldn't they? But anyway. Which is what they did in that. They did it in an episode, didn't they, of SGU? That's how Telford got home. Anyway, I think, if I'm remembering rightly. But where were we? Oh, yes, and he was the only one awake, and they put all the others to sleep, and they were moving between galaxies. But obviously, 15 years has passed. If they're keeping it in real time, I'm guessing it'll be set in the now. This new series. So anyway, whatever. Right. So next up, Chloe. Can't remember her last name. Hated her. I think everybody hated Chloe, didn't they? So just because I don't like it, I'm going to put her in highly unlikely. Last time I saw her, the actress, whose name I can't remember, she was in Ready or Not, that film Ready or Not, which is one of my favourite horror films. Really good fun. And I think she exploded in that, which was fun. But anyway, yeah, everybody hates Chloe. Even though she's proper fit, but never mind. But because of what she did to poor Eli. For this fella, for Lieutenant Scott, Matthew Scott. but as I said, unlikely in my opinion. But what about Colonel? What's his face? Colonel Young, Everett Young. I don't know. They could. I mean, what we class as minor characters. Like I'd class Lieutenant Scott and Johansson and Camille Ray and all that, and Chloe as minor parts of Stargate universe. And the main characters were Colonel Telford and Eli and Dr. Rush, weren't they? Essentially, they were the three main characters. Nobody gave a monkeys about all the others, really, did they? So I'm going to put Colonel Young up there in maybe not, along with Dr. Rush. I mean, could the lure Robert Carlyle back? Who knows? But anyway. So there we go. So that's basically all the. I don't think they're going to appear any of the Stargate universe crew, but that's it. You never know, do you? You never know. But anyway, right. Moving on. Moving on to some Stargate Atlantis characters now. Not all of them. They're going to get a bit mixed up now by the looks of it. So we're moving on to Dr. Jennifer Keller, played by, I've forgotten the name. She was in Firefly, wasn't she? I can't remember the bloody name. But anyway, there she is. I don't think we'll see her, do you? It's unlikely, isn't it? I'll just put her in unlikely. I think unlikely is going to get a lot in it today. But I said we don't know if the Atlantis crew are going to be mentioned at all. Is Atlantis still in San Francisco Bay? Has it gone back to the Pegasus Galaxy? I think it should have done. I think it will have gone back to the Pegasus Galaxy somehow. But anyway, because it's got a hyperdrive on it, so it can get back in a couple of weeks probably if they've got enough ZPUs. I couldn't remember what they called them then. But anyway. By the way, all the canon I'm going from is just from what we've seen on screen. I know there's been like books and probably comics and all this stuff where some of these characters have had other fates. But anyway, yes, they got to Earth with a wormhole drive, but that was so they could get there really quickly, wasn't it? I don't suppose they'll be in as much of a rush getting back, will they? But anyway, I think that was the case, wasn't it? Anyway, so I think Dr. Keller, that'll be unlikely. I wasn't a fan of hers anyway. I generally skip. There's like 1 or 2 episodes that are based around her, and I skip them generally. Right, Ronan Dex, played by Jason Momoa. I don't think he's going to be in it because he didn't want to. I think he's moved on as the actor. Some people might want to see the character. I wasn't a fan of Ronan. Although my favourite episode of all Stargate, I think, is Midway, which heavily features Ronan, but it also got Teal'c in it. So. But I'm putting him in highly unlikely, mostly for the fact that he didn't want to participate in Joe Flanagan's attempt to bring Stargate back. He didn't want anything to do with it because it's too small for him now. He's Stark, so he's a big star. Justice says, no way, Jason, can't afford him, but it would be nice to see. It'd be nice. I don't care. I didn't like Ronan anyway. His voice was more incomprehensible than mine. You couldn't tell what he was saying. To put subtitles on, understand what they were on about. Anyway, moving on. Richard Wolsey, is he still in command of Atlantis, of the Pegasus base? Robert Picardo, of course, played him. I'm going to put him in likely because he's been busy recently, Robert Picardo, and I think he'd be up for it. I genuinely think he would be up for it, so I'm going to put him in likely. As I said, because he was in Stargate Academy, wasn't it? Which I won't hold against him. And Robert Picardo's a bit of a knob. I used to love him. Used to love Robert Picardo, but he's one of these actors that has made his political views known, and not that I agree or disagree, but it kind of annoys me when they do that. Just stick to acting. I know they've got a right to have their opinion, but Just don't do it in front of me. just act. Shut your gob and act. Anyway, so I'm putting him in likely, which is cool, isn't it? I mean, it could be because they could use him either as the commander of Atlantis, which I don't think he'd be. I think he'd more likely be back with the IOA, but I think he'd be back there. They'll probably put him in charge of the SGC or something now. He'll be I don't know what would they call him, because he won't be a military officer, would he? He'd just be in charge of the SGC. You never know, do you? You never know. Yes, Justin says Picardo highly likely. He's putting me highly likely. But I just think it's likely. Shall we move him up then? We'll move him up because Justin's paid me tonight, so he's going up to highly likely. Anyway, who's next? Taylor Amagan. I don't think she'll appear. I don't think she's had. I could be wrong. I don't think she's had much to do with. I don't think she's had much to do with anything since leaving. Since Stargate Atlantis finished. But anyway, again, another one I wasn't a huge fan of. She was cool. I liked it when she was fighting and all that. She was good at that. But I was a bit confused by her character sometimes. But anyway. But I'll put her in maybe not, because she could appear if they do use the Atlantis crew. She may appear. Justin says, stop! You put him where you think. No, you have proclamated from above that it's going in highly likely. I think she's a dancer. Yeah, I think I've seen that somewhere. But you can tell. She's got the moves, hasn't she? Anyway, next up, Jonas Quinn. Justice for Jonas. So we put him in highly likely, even though it's probably highly unlikely, because have they got something against him? I don't know. But I think it's unlikely myself. But I'd like to see him. I'd like to see Jonas Quinn back in a meaningful role. But I'm going to stick him in unlikely. Jonas Quinn, if you don't know, was essentially the character that replaced Daniel Jackson for, was it season 5? I think it was season 5, wasn't it? When Michael Shanks thought he was going to have a big career in movies or something. He probably didn't say that, but I think that was the case. And it didn't work out, so he came crawling back and pushed poor Corin Nemec out the door. This is in my head canon. I know it probably didn't work out like that. Wingray says he was my top pick, but not because I believe it. Yes, justice for Jonas. Anyway, Mayborn, Colonel Mayborn. I don't know his first name. Is it Charles? No, it doesn't sound right. Can't remember. Anyway, Mayborn. I don't think he's going to be in it. But he could, because he's still out there somewhere, I think, isn't he? Is he? Is it? Did Jack let him go somewhere? They had a thing going on, and he went off. Did he? I can't remember now. Or did he die? Can't remember. Harry. Yes, thank you, Wingray. But I don't think he's going to appear as Mayborn. He was a good bad guy for a while, and he was a good, I don't know, tweener, where he sometimes wasn't a bad guy, but he was still a bad guy, if you know what I mean. But I don't think Mayborn's going to appear, unfortunately. But anyway, it was a good foil for O'Neill, wasn't he? Is he still there? Is he still on the planet where he's king? I couldn't remember what had happened with him, with the time travel puddle. I can't remember. Is that where they found that? I honestly can't remember. I remember the planet where he was the king. Is that where they found the time travel puddle jumper? Honestly can't remember. Honestly can't remember. But see, Windgrace knows everything. It's all in there. Anyway, Master Braytac is next. Could have got his autograph, but he'd gone for his bloody dinner. We had to go. I'll hold that against him at a convention. At Wales Comic Con, the bugger. Anyway, I don't think Master Braytac's going to be in it myself. Tony Amendola plays him, by the way. You know, the mentor for Teal'c. Obviously, he's a Jafar, former first prime of Apophis. I'll just put him in unlikely. But you never know. He's still knocking about. As I said, they're not getting any younger, are they? He wasn't a young man. he wasn't a young man when they did it back in the day. But I mean, how long has it been since SG1 finished now? Well over 20 years, isn't it? So I don't know how old he is now, but it's no longer. And and I know they live longer because of the. Well, don't know, does they? Of all of the excuse me, have all of the Jafar got rid of their gold now and they're all on Tritonin? I don't know. Or do some of them still use the gold because they give them long life, don't they? The infant gold that they've got, but I don't know. Wingray says, if they do anything, Jafar, I think he will. You never know, do you? Never know. But we'll see, won't we? There's been a bunch of commercials here lately. He looks exactly the same. Is he one of them? Is he one of them that never bloody ages? Anyway, yeah, I've got to shave to make myself look younger. But instead of just like a chinless freak. But anyway, he was on it. I don't know about the rest. It was on what? Well, I've never said something. I can't remember. Anyway, whatever. But anyway, there's Master Break. I think it'll be unlikely, but you never know. You never know. But I don't think it will be. Now then, Elizabeth Weir, Dr. Elizabeth Weir. I'd like to see her come back because I'm a bit of a simp for. I forgot her name now. I'm not much of a simp. I can't remember her bloody name. Grace will tell me in a minute. Oh, right, hang on. Let's put her back a minute. What's happened here? Has my thing froze up? Oh, there we go. Where's it gone? Elizabeth, where are you gone? Oh, she's there. I wasn't going to put her there. Go back over there a minute. It was on Tritonin. Ah, fair enough. Yes, right. Okie dokie. I thought you meant he was on a programme. I forgot I was talking about Tritonin. Right, as I said, have all the others gone on to Tritonin? Tori Higginson, there we go. I'm a bit of a simp for Tori Higginson because she liked my accent. Met her at a convention. Got her autograph. And no, I think you might have spelt it right, to be honest. It's close enough, I think. It might be right. But yes. I don't think we're going to see her because, I don't know, I'm not sure of her fate. I think they've kind of left it open, haven't they? She's died as a human, come back as a replicator, then she's come back as a replicator in the ether, and then didn't she ascend or something like that? Or was that in the books? The replicators wanted to ascend or something, didn't something? I can't remember, but I don't know. Justin can see her likely. Oh, I don't know. I'm going to put her in unlikely, to be completely honest, because I don't think that she's. I'd like her to come back in some form. I'd like the original Elizabeth Weir to come back because we were just told that she died. Well, I don't think we actually saw the body, did we? So I always say, if you never see the body, she could come back. I mean, they did that with kind of with Carson, didn't they? Although he was a clone, but you know what I mean. Yeah, the replicators could have lied, and maybe she didn't die, and she was just stashed away somewhere, and they could find her in the Pegasus Galaxy or whatever. Winger says she was in the unmade season 6 plan. See, the real OG version. See, I'm right. You see, even though I didn't know that. So I'd like to see her. So maybe they'll brush off that idea again. So right. So Justin's right. I'm going to put her in likely. There we go. Justin says I can see her likely, so we'll put her in there. Not just because he's giving me a super sticker, because of Wingrace saying she were in the season 6 plan that never happened, and I want her to come back because I think she's got amazing eyes. Anyway. Right, so who's next? Kinsey. I don't know I can't remember his first name, but anyway, I don't know. And I don't know what his rank is now. He was a senator, and then he was President Kinsey for a while, wasn't he? Or was he vice president? I think he was president in like an alternate reality or something, wasn't he? Whatever. And then he would have go old, and then did he escape as a go old? But I don't think he's going to be back because I don't know if Ronnie Cox, I don't know what he's like these days. Is he able to act? Because I say he'll not be any younger, will he? So I'm going to put him in highly unlikely. It'd be nice to see him because he was a great villain, Kinsey, and he'd be an even greater villain as a Goa Wold. Is he still a Goa Wold? I don't know. But anyway. Windgrace, she and Ford were both back in it. Oh, we've got Aiden's coming up. Aiden Ford's coming up. Anyway, Hank Landry, Bo Bridges as the General Hank Landry, of course, the leader in command of the SGC for seasons 9 and 10. I'd like to see him back, but I don't know. I doubt it, to be honest. Again, I don't know how old Bo Bridges is now. Put him in maybe, maybe not, because you never know. But I think it's unlikely. I think SGC will have a new commander, but he could appear as a guest star, maybe, couldn't he? But no, but you never know. We can see he was disgraced vice president, then scampered off as a go old. I think it's likely because they can use him for a Trump allegory, which are all the rage. Yes, they are at the moment, aren't they? Yes, there's a lot of TDS in Hollywood. He's currently on the new Matlock show. All right, so he's still knocking about then. I didn't know. I didn't know if he were, because he's not being, he's not a young fella, is he? Let's have a look. How old is Ronnie Cox now? Ronnie Cox. How old are you, Ronnie? He's 87. See, bloody hell, 87. How old's Bo Bridges? I bet he's in his 70s, at least. No, he's 84. Crikey. I thought he was a lot younger than Ronnie Cox. Tell you, anyway. Where were we? Justin says, Bo, he always comes round for a check. As in a paycheck. Sorry, Bo Bridges. Bo Bridges is Matlock. Oh, not Ronnie. All right, fair enough. But anyway, whatever. He's still 84, but still knocking about. But anyway, I've put him in maybe, maybe not, because I think they'll have moved on, won't they, from General Hank Landry. Who's next? Aiden Ford, right? So you never know. I don't think so. I think they'd be more likely if they're going to brush off that idea or dust it off about bringing Elizabeth Weir and Aiden Ford back for season 6 of Atlantis. I think they'd have to change some stuff, wouldn't they? Probably to do it now, and I think they'd dump Ford, but bring Elizabeth back. So I don't think Aiden Ford was that popular, was he, really, to be honest? Anyway, but I'll put him in, maybe, maybe not. But if you remember, he got infected by the Wraith and kind of became half Wraith, turned into a baddie, became really volatile and all that stuff, and ran off. And I don't know, did we think he got killed or something? But we don't know, something like that. No, Felger's not in the list. Just like, essentially the main characters, I suppose, that have appeared a few times. Anyway, next up, Carson Beckett, who was the first Doctor of the Atlantis expedition. For some reason, he's British, but he likes to be Scottish. And he's even got a Scottish saltire on his arm patch. Should have a Union flag, but whatever. Even though he plays this meek, kind of this meek character who doesn't like, confrontations and all that. It's confrontational enough to have a bloody Scottish saltire on his thing. But anyway, that's by the by. I don't know. What do you think? I think it's likely, to be honest, that we'll see Carson Beckett, because he was super popular and they didn't like it when they got rid of him in that episode Sunday. Everybody cries at the episode Sunday, don't they? But that probably had to bring him back. Anyway. So yes, I think it's likely he'll be back. There was a thing on, was it Dial the Gate? Was it today or yesterday when it was uploaded? I can't remember. Where they called it a round table, but it wasn't. It were just, I forgot the name of the actors. They were Carson Beckett, what's his face? Walter Harriman, and Kovac. They always had hiccups. There were them three wandering about a park talking. I presume filmed by David, what's his face, from down the gate. But they were just talking about it, saying, reminiscing, but also talking about the new series. But I don't think any of them said that they thought they'd be in it or that they'd been approached. I don't know. But I'm still putting them in likely because everybody likes Carson Beckett. We're getting near the end now, aren't we? If you can think of any more, I'll look them up. We can always add them, can't we? Next up, Vala Maldoran. Do you know what? I'm going to put her in highly likely. Do you know why? Because she's been kind of active recently as the actress, as Claudia Black. She was in the Ahsoka series, wasn't she, season 1. But she's not in season 2. She's been recast because she didn't want to move to England, did she, for the filming? Because apparently it's filming in England or something like that. And she lives in America land. No, she's unlikely because they're filming Stargate in England, aren't they? I forgot. They're filming it in London, aren't they? And up and around about. So she probably won't be in it, to be completely honest. Unfortunately, because everybody I do, like Vala Maldoran. But I think it's unlikely, but not because of the character, but because of Claudia Black doesn't want to go to the UK. So I'm going to put her in unlikely. I think so also. Loved her since Farscape. I've never been able to get into Farscape. I haven't. I've tried watching it, but for some reason I just can't get into it, which is annoying. Anyway, who's next? Ben Browder as Lieutenant Colonel Cameron Mitchell. Did he ever make it to full colonel? Can't remember. Or did Lieutenant Colonel all the way through? I can't remember. Can't have been, can he? Because I think Samantha Carter made it to full colonel, didn't she? So she can't have been his second in command on the SG-1. But anyway, I can't remember. So, what do you reckon? I think it's highly likely he'll make an appearance. Only because I think he'll still be in charge of an SG team. So he may make, not as a regular, I don't think he'll be a regular. By the way, none of these are going to be regulars in the series. It's going to have a whole new regular cast in it. These will be guest spots, in my opinion. But so I don't think he'll be a regular. But I think he's highly likely to be a guest star. If he, obviously, if the actor wants to do it, but I think it's highly that the character will appear. That's what I'm trying to say. Obviously, he took over SG-1 to lead SG-1 after Jack O'Neill stepped back and all that, and became a 2-star general, didn't he, at the Pentagon? And he took over SG-1. Anyway, what's Justin saying? Man, wow, I get it that me not liking Farscape is Farscape is not for everyone. I think I want to like. It's one of those things that I should like, but for some reason I just couldn't get into it. I don't think I've watched more than. Well, I don't think I've got very far into the pilot episode, which is super annoying. But anyway, maybe I'll try another because I've got it. So that I'll get it because everybody likes it. Maybe I'll give it another go one day. Who knows? But anyway, so where were we? Cameron Mitchell, I think is highly likely, as is Teal'c. I think it's highly likely that we'll see Teal'c again. Christopher Judge as Teal'c. I think he will make an appearance because it's Teal'c, and I think he definitely will make it. I think all the characters that are left, I think are highly likely to appear. But anyway, so yeah, I think Teal'c will definitely make an appearance in one form or another, and not just as a reference or a photo on a screen or whatever. I think he'll definitely be in it. Justin says, yeah, definitely he'll be in it. Will he shave and cut his hair? Will be shaved. Windgrass, what are you saying? Oh dear. It'll look different, won't it? Or come back at current Chris Judge. Yeah, well, who knows? Because his appearances were all over the place, wasn't it, in Stargate, particularly in the later seasons. I mean, there were one season, it were always in like the cliffhangers between seasons, wasn't it? He'd have a certain hairstyle, and then he'd come back in the second part of the one for season one of the next episode one of the next season. It'd be totally different. Like I say, he'd have his had his little Brazilian goatee thing, didn't he? For a while. And then there were one where it were captured. I can't remember which season it was. But it were captured by the Lucian Alliance. So it must have been late on. It must have been like season, I don't know, 7 or 8 or whatever. But it were captured by the Lucian Alliance at the end of season whatever, the last episode of season whatever. Then the first season of the first episode of the next season, it was still captured by him, but he had a completely different hairstyle. So obviously, while he were in chains or whatever with the Lucian Alliance, they changed his hairstyle and he stuck with it. Oh dear. But anyway, sorry, I could come back as a god of war with all the paint on his face and stuff. Yeah, anyway, Teal'c's definitely going to be in my opinion. I think Daniel Jackson as well. Michael Shanks as Daniel Jackson. I think he will be appearing in it. In one form or another. I mean, he appeared in. He's been in all of them, hasn't he? I think he has. Yes, he has. And but in Stargate Universe, I think he was just relegated to being an educational video, wasn't he, that Eli were watching. But Winger says, will he be married to Vala? I don't know. I don't think so, to be honest. I always thought that even though they had this chemistry with each other, I don't think they were ever going to get together. Even though we saw them get together in Unending, the episode Unending. I don't think they would. I don't think they'd have a happy ending, Daniel and Vala. Justin says, yeah, Danny will. Yeah, Jack and Daniel are in the pilot of all 3 series. I think they'll be here for continuity. Yes, so do I. As will be Samantha Carter. I imagine she'll be General Carter by now. I bet she is, but she'll be there. But I think Amanda Tapping will be here, both in front of the camera and behind the camera, because I think she'll be directing an episode or 2, maybe. But yes, Samantha Carter will be there. Probably General Carter. She may be in charge of the whole shebang. Who knows? We will see, won't we? But yes, I think Samantha Carter will be definitely in it. And I want to say Jack O'Neill will be in it. But, will they get him? I mean, we all want the character to be in it, don't we? But will Richard Dean Anderson want to be in it? I don't know. But I hope so. As he said, is there any news? As he said, he would be willing to appear in it. I don't know. Says, Sam, I'm not sure. Maybe she's the one I'm going to put her at the front. That's how confident I am that she's going to be in it, because I think she said, hasn't she? But Justin says you've got to have Jack. Yeah, but the characters as a character thing, I think he's got to be in it. But can you lure Richard Dean Anderson out of his whatever semi-retirement or whatever he's in? But anyway, Winger says he will be in it, even if it's only a speech like Cochrane on Enterprise. Yeah, something like that. Yes. There could be a new bunch of recruits at the SGC in the first episode, and he'll be there either on the screen saying, is this thing on? That's how we'll start it, won't it? And welcoming this bunch of recruits to the SGC. So yeah, I've got me likely, and also, I forgot his name now. Dr. McKay, Rodney McKay. I think he'll be in it. I think in an interview he said they've not asked him. I think he said that, but I think he'll be in it. I think Rodney McKay will be in it. David Hewlett, and I think he wants to be in it. I think he said in this interview that he'd do it in a second, but Justice says Richard will do it if it makes sense. Well, hopefully. But about Rodney, David Hewlett, I think he will be in it in one form or another. Like they've said, it could be just on the screen, bringing somebody up to speed, or complaining. They'll be complaining about something, won't they? But yeah, and finally, John Shepherd, Colonel John Shepherd. We don't know what his rank will be. I think he'll probably still be a colonel by this time, because I think the actor himself has said he can't see John Shepherd being a general. But he could be in charge of the Atlantis expedition, or he could have come home. I don't know, but I think he'll be there. And I think he'll be there because in an interview, I'm going to move him up. Because in an interview, he went to they invited him to go to the writer's room. And I don't know, have they asked any of the other cast members to visit the writer's room? I don't know. But he says there's NDAs and all that stuff, so he can't say anything. So I think he's in it. I think John Shepherd's in it. And he's probably got, a pretty hefty role, in my opinion. Justin says, yes, love Shepherd. Yes. John Shepherd. Anywho, Wingray says, Dr. Lee, Dr. and Zelenka. I think Lee is probable. Right, hang on then. Most underrated Shepherd was. Thank you, Master Yoda. Master Yoda Justin. Most underrated Shepherd was. That's how he said it. Right, Stargate, Dr. Lee. Right, okie dokie. Let's look them up. Bill Lee, that's the fella, Bill Lee. We just called Bill because that was the actor's name, wasn't it? We've got a small picture of him. There we go, that'll do. So I'll be adding these. Just bear with me. I'll save the pickies. And Zelenka. If you think of any others that you think I should add, let me know. Don't know Zelenka's first name. So I'll just put Zelenka. Angry Yoda Berry I be, is Justin. If Cliff was still with us, I'd feel like they found a way to bring Baal back. Yes. Radic. Which is Radic? The name rings up. Oh, Radic Zelenka. Yes, that's his name. Actually, it says there. When I've searched for him, it actually says there, Radic. Radek. Zelenka. Anyway, let's add these. So I'm going to have to remove this. Add upload items. Where have I put that? I thought I still had this. They closed the thing. I'm stupid. I'm an Egypt. Right. Drag and drop these. There's one. I should have done two at once. You stupid idiot. Oh, never mind. There we go. Let's think of some bad guys. So we'll think of some. Who we got? That's it. I'll put Baal in. Cliff Simon, isn't it? Who played Baal? But yes, I'll add him. If I can find a picture. But it wouldn't be Baal, would they? Because in Continuum, they took Baal out of him, didn't they? Out of the host. But anyway. Anywho, whatever. Then we've also got Apophis, because you never know. He's died and come back before, hasn't he? He has. And the actor's still knocking about. Let's find a good picture of him. That'll do. That'll do. Right, so I'll add these up. Some others that I'm thinking of. Yes, Todd, Michael. I think these are unlikely, to be honest. Adria. Yeah, again, you never know. You never know. Christopher Heyerdahl's got to appear in one form or another, hasn't he? Because he's in everything else. Well, he used to be, didn't he? He used to be. John Shepherd. What happened to Todd? Don't know. Can't remember. Can't remember. Bear with. I'm just saving pictures of these characters. I mean, we'd like to see Felger and I can never remember the other fella, the other guys. They'd like to see them come back. What else did you say? Oh, Michael. We'll use that one. To be honest, I'm surprised I didn't think of Michael before, because I think of all the others, he's one that would be likely to appear, but I can't remember exactly what happened to his character. Coombs, yes, Felger and Coombs. We'll include them together, even though Felger appeared without Coombs in an episode, didn't he? Well, Avenger. But I don't know if I can. I don't know if the picture will fit. It's got to be a little picture. We'll see what happens. I'll use that one. We'll see what happens. Let's add these then. Let's add these to the list. What have I done up? I can't remember what I've done up to. I think I've got up to Apophis, haven't I? Right, so we'll add them. Yes, right. So we'll leave it at that for now. Right, so I've lost track of the chat now. Where are we? The Ashen. You never know, do you? Because they're still out there somewhere, aren't they? Bingray says the Ashen feel unlikely, but also they'd make sense, yes, because I said they're still out there. He says Adria, I could see. It was on Atlantis at the end. I think I can't remember. Genuinely can't remember. We're done with the replicates, but I'm sure they'll bring them in. Michael was presumed dead, but it was in the season 6 plan as well. Oh, there you go then. Anyway, right, so where were cracky. Zelenka, Radik Zelenka, David Nichol, is that how you pronounce it? Nichol, is it Nickel? Who were in? He were in something playing a baddie once. I can't remember what it was. What did they see him playing a baddie in? Were it like Heroes or something like that? I saw him in something playing a baddie. I don't know. Maybe not. You reckon? Yeah. That's it. The actor will be available. Like I say, he's a pretty lesser character, as is Bill Lee. But I'm going to put him in likely because he could appear, in a lab somewhere. But Arrow, yes, Arrow. Yes, they were a baddie in Arrow, wasn't he? That was it, yes. Playing Cage. Oh, that name of his character. I don't know. But yeah, that was it. It was Arrow, wasn't it? When they used to watch it back in the day. Apophis, kind of unlikely, but you never know. I don't know. They could bring him back, couldn't they? I'm going to put him in likely. I'm going to put him in likely. I'm also going to put Barlin in likely, but not obviously. It wouldn't be Cliff Simon, would it? So I put him in highly unlikely because he's not with us anymore, and I think out of respect they wouldn't recast, would they? So, but Apophis, I think, could make an appearance. Justin says, yes, the replicators are overdone. Yes, they did go overboard with them. I want a fan of the human form replicators. Anyway. Winger says, I want an episode where all the science characters have to work together to solve something. Rush, Lee, Calendar? What the hell's Calendar? I don't know. McKay, Carter, whoever else. Who's Calendar? I feel like I should know. But anyway. Oh, autocorrect. Oh, Zelenka. Zelenka. Hey, dear. All them brains in one room, crikey. So anyway, so we've got Felger and Coombs, the other guys. One of the best episodes it is, isn't it? It is the other guys, isn't it? But I don't think it's likely, to be honest. I'll put unlikely. But it'd be nice to see him back. Because we did see Felger a couple of times, didn't we? And they're always fun episodes because they're comedic, aren't they? But I don't think it's likely. And Michael, I'm going to put highly likely for Michael. Where are you going? There you go. Because if you said you were going to be in season 6 of Atlantis, no, not highly likely. Likely. I'll put him next to Elizabeth. So it'd be nice to see him again. And as we know, the actor, Connor Trinier, he not only played Michael in Stargate Atlantis, he also played the young doctor. I forgot his bloody name. That discovered the Stargate in Giza. In Stargate Origins, Catherine played the young fella in that, the young doctor in that. Anyway. Adria, will Adria appear? I don't know. I mean, it'd be nice to get Morena Baccarin back, but was she destroyed by Morgana, or are they still fighting there in the Ascended Realm? I don't know. I think it's unlikely, but not impossible. You never know. And Todd. I'll put Todd in a maybe, maybe not, because obviously he could appear, and it's I forgot what I'm going to say now. Oh, right, it's I forgot the name of the actor. I've just said his name, haven't I? And I've bloody forgot it already. Christopher Heyerdahl, who for a while were in everything. He was omnipresent, like Wyngrace. Wyngrace says Felger's a big Canadian famous actor, similar to a few of the Gate stalwarts. Not being filmed there anymore probably rules a lot of them out for just popping in from next door. Very likely, very likely. If film was still in Vancouver, I'd say yes, they would show up for a day, yes. But it's not. They're filming it in London. Why are they filming it in London? I have no idea. Must be tax breaks. It's got to be tax breaks, hasn't it? That's got to be the reason. Ooh, Andy. Can we think of anybody else who we can add to the list? Obviously not General oh, the name of the bloody general. Oh, God. Anubis. Yes, we could have Anubis. I'll write Anubis in. Hammond. General Hammond. Obviously, the actor's no longer with us. Don S. Davis. No longer with us. But anyway, I'm trying to find a picture of Anubis. Because, again, like Adria, is Omar de Sala just constantly fighting Anubis now in the Ascended Realm? I don't know. I'm trying to find a decent picture of him. That'll do, I think. I can't remember about how many of the Goa'uld might still be knocking about. What happened to you? I know he were getting senile. Did he die? I can't remember. Lots of people, says Laura Smith. Oh, hang on, sorry. Sorry, Laura. Windgrace. Lots of people think Clone O'Neill. They'll be grown up now, won't he? That kid who I hated that episode. But he'll be grown up now, won't he? That'll be interesting. Dr. Keller on the list. Ask Laura. Yes, she is. Where is she? I can't remember where I've put her. Oh, she's there in unlikely. She's in unlikely. Three furling. Three furling. What do you mean three furling? Or do you mean the furling? I don't know. We don't know what they look like, do we? Replicator Carter killed you. Did she? I can't remember. That was another wasted opportunity with Replicator Carter. But anyway. Anywho, what have I done? Don't know. I've picked her onto Anubis. There he is. There's Anubis. I don't think we're going to see Anubis. So I'll move him down to unlikely. As I said, I think Adria's fighting Morgana in the Ascended Realm, and I think Anubis is fighting Oma de Sala in the Ascended Realm for all eternity. It was a cold open. He thought he caught Carter, then she stabbed him through the chest, and that was it. Oh, right. You know, I genuinely can't remember that, but you know when you get to my age and like memories just gone. Sometimes it's like watching stuff for the first time, but you know for a fact you've seen it more than once. Anyway, what did they call that character? That young girl that sort of Carter took under her wing. I can't remember the name of the character. She was like this genius. She was like a young Samantha Carter, but she had a chip on her shoulder. Can't remember the name of that character. But I'd like to see her again. I think she did appear again, didn't she? And I think she's been like a couple of episodes, wasn't she? But I can't remember the name of that character. That one to name Prodigy. Haley. Is that Haley? Let's have a look. While I search. Yes, there she is. Haley. Let's find a picture of her. Jennifer Haley. There we go. That's the name. That's her name. I kind of liked her character. Because even though she was a bit annoying, she had potential, didn't she, to be one of a good Stargate character. Sort by date modified. There we go. You're up at the top. Jennifer. Do you think she'll appear though? This is it. But I think she's more likely than others because she'll still be young, won't she? Hang on. Put her back because Windgrace is giving us some info. She's still around, but I think her actress had a stroke or something. Oh, crack. Let's have a look. Elizabeth Rosen, is that her there? Bear with me. I mean, still, just because she's had a stroke, I mean, she's not acting. God, I hate wiki pages. They're a pain in the ass. Anywho, let's find her on IMDb. Biography. It'll probably say nothing because bloody rubbish is IMDb biographies, aren't they? I'm just scanning this biography. She were in Warcraft apparently. Don't say, as I said, it don't say anything useless. I don't just look up on Wikipedia. Be easier, won't it? Oh, it says former actress, Canadian former actress. And Wikipedia says sod all about her. It says even less than IMDb did. Never mind. So I don't think she's going to be in it, do you? So I'll put her down in highly unlikely. Oh, come on then, go. Why won't you? Why won't you go into a highly unlikely? Why can't? What's going on? I don't know. she did an interview on Gate World and was having some speech issues, and the comments were very mean to her. I can imagine. She might be okay. I'm just going off memory. Fair enough. But like I say, it said former actress. Why won't it let me drag her over? Why won't it let me do that? I don't get it. Is it the picture? Is there something wrong with the picture? I don't know. I'll try and find another one. I'll try and find another picture and see if it's the image that's at fault. Try and find another picky pick. Come on. No, we'll try that one. Bear with me. Right, I'll try that one. Right, I'll put that. Oh, that one. Why would you put that one? Do it now. No. Why is that one not going in? That is weird, isn't it? We'll delete that. To put in highly unlikely then. Which is a shame. I liked her character. I mean, they could always recast, couldn't they? What happened to Cassandra? Whatever happened to Cassandra? Don't know. Right. Find a picture of Cassandra. That one I'll do. Davis. Major Davis, I think who I wanted. No, not David. That's the fella. Paul Davis, the character name. I think he was a major, wasn't he? Did he start off kind of, as a bit of a coward? I'm thinking of somebody else, and then kind of grew into the role. But anyway, yeah. The other major from Atlantis. Oh, what was he called? He was popular as well. I liked him. I can't remember his name. Never mind. Anyway, we'll continue adding. So I had Cassandra and Davis, didn't I? There we go. So Cassandra, what do you reckon? You know what? I think they'd want her to be in it in some sort of mention. No, not Caldwell. But there is him. Yes, Lorne, Major Lorne. That's the fella. I'm going to put Cassandra in a maybe, maybe not. And Major Davis, who's probably, I don't know, a Brigadier General Davis or something now. If he's still alive, I don't know. I'll put likely, because you never know. It might pop in. Stephen Caldwell, yes, Stephen Caldwell. Probably misspelling it. Stephen with a V, which is the best way to spell it. Nice to see Mitch Pileggi again. And the other fellow, wasn't there? The Apollo Colonel as well. But anyway, Major Lorne as well. That's Evan Lorne. Does he make nice sausages? Never had Lorne sausage. Not right nice, really, but good for sandwiches. Evan Lorne. So we'll include him. Yes, Sergeant Siler. Do we know Sylvester Siler, according to Stargate Wiki? Didn't even know he had a first name. Somewhere in the ether, there's a photograph of me and him, the actor, whose bloody name I'm blanking on, as usual. Because he took a photo of me and him at the convention, and I've never seen the photo. He's never put it on his Instagram or out like that. But Siler should be in it with his big wrench. Anyway, so there we go. Who were the other? There were the commander of the Apollo, wasn't there? And I can't remember his name. Yes, Martin died. It'd be nice to see him do something with Martin because he was a popular character, wasn't he? But like I said, the actor died, and you think out of respect they wouldn't recast him? Don't know. Will the whatever they call it, USS George Hammond appear in it? The ship. But it would. Anyway, right, so let's have these ones that have plopped in. I can't remember what I'm up to. I forgot. Anyway. Where did I put the? Oh, it's there, Davis. Right. Ellis, Colonel Ellis. Right, I'll look him up. Of the Apollo. Elizabeth Weir didn't like him, did she? There he is. Abraham Ellis is his name, according to this thumbnail. These are highly unlikely to appear, are they, to be completely honest? Because we're getting into the weeds of less significant characters. Anyway. Anywho, right. So Sergeant Siler, I want him highly likely. I'm going to put highly likely, even though I don't know. Do you think this? He's got to be there somehow, hasn't he? Sergeant Siler, highly likely. In fact, I'm going to move him right up to there. Oh dear. In fact, I'm moving all of these up a bit. Teal'c going even higher. Anyway. But yeah, Sergeant Siler's got to be there with a big wrench. He's got to be fixing something somewhere at SGC, hasn't he? Major Lorne, I'd like to see, because he was a good character. He was a good, solid, dependable character, wasn't he, Major Lorne? But I don't know. But as is, all of these Canadian actors out there, do you think they'll just essentially get British actors in all new roles, mostly? For like, the background cast, not the main characters. There'll be a couple of British ones, won't there? But with it being filmed in Britain, I'm going to put maybe not for Lorne. Would love to say Chekhov, but I'd have to pull some stuff. Yeah, plus he blew up, didn't he? When the Ori came through the Supergate, they blew up the whatever their ship were called, the Russian Daedalus class ship. I forgot what it was called, but it blew up, didn't it? With him in command, I'm sure it did. Lorne was in charge of the SGC in that alternate future. Yes, that the one where. Was it Carter? Yeah, well, wasn't it? Well, she was faffing with something, wasn't she? And it looked like it had blown up, but she'd been sent to an alternate universe, hadn't she? I do remember some things. Stephen Caldwell, Colonel Caldwell of the Daedalus. I did not pronounce it, don't know. What do you reckon? I'm going to put him in likely, because it'd be nice to see Mitch Pileggi on screen again. He's a good actor, and he was nice at a convention when I got his autograph. And he was cool, these cool actors and a firm handshake and all that stuff. Colonel Ellis, I don't think we'll see Colonel Ellis because he was kind of a minor character, wasn't he? So I'll put him down as unlikely. But you never know. Who else are we thinking? Who else can we think of? I mean, there was that Jafar who had cut off, I can't remember the names, who had cut off his tattoo or gold or whatever he'd had. That Teal'c's got that gold emblem on. he'd cut it off, hadn't he? And he popped up a few times in a few episodes. Is he still alive? I can't remember his name. Who else? And there's Teal'c's son in the again, whose name I can't remember. But he hated that kid. Anyway, but like I said, we're getting into minor characters, and then there's Rayak, wasn't it? Yes, something Rayak. Let's have a look. You never know. I don't know how you spell it. Rayak. Don't look right. See what it finds. No. I don't know how you spell it. Let's just type in Teal'c's son. There he is. Rayak of Chulak, right? Rayak. That one we'll pick. Save image as. What happened to his mother? I can't remember. Is she still knocking about? Did she die? Can't remember. Jolene Blaylock could come back, yes, as whatever her character was. But as I said, we're getting into the lesser characters now, aren't we? Did his mother die? Did Ryak's mother die? I can't remember. But it sounds about right, doesn't it? But I think it's unlikely we're going to see Ryak. But you never know. It depends how much they're going to use Teal'c, doesn't it? But so we might see him with his son, at some point. So what's let's say? I'll say I'm going to put him in likely, just for the hell of it. So that Teal'c could bang the woman of the week. Win Grace. How very of you. Can't remember the name of her character. I'll type Stargate Jolene Blaylock. Ishtar she played. There we go. So I'll type in Ishtar. There we go. So we'll add Ishtar to the list. I don't think she's going to be in it, to be honest. In fact, I'm going to put it in unlikely. I honestly don't think so. But it'd be nice. Creepy Pete. They've got to sneak in a DeLuise somewhere, haven't they? But maybe not as Pete. So I'll add him. If I can find a picture. Pete Shanahan. There we go. Played by one of the DeLuises. Don't ask me which one. Creepy Pete. I always called him. So let's add him. Highly unlikely. I don't know though, because he's like I said, DeLuise. They might want to squeeze one in. Shall I put him in likely? Because you never know. Coulson would also make sense. Which is Coulson? It's not him that went to Tahiti, is it? From Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Another random deep cut to the lot. I don't know who Coulson is. It's that deep cut. I don't even know who it is. I'm going to have to look up Stargate Coulson now. If I can type. Hey. Oh, that fella. Right, see, I didn't even know his name. Alec Coulson. The guy who was going to expose the Asgard. Yes, he's cloned an Asgard, didn't he? So, yeah. I don't know what happened to him. I honestly can't remember what happened to him. Did they just shut him up or something? Or did he go and work undercover or whatever? I don't know. I don't know. But I think we press the wrong button. But like I said, we could go on just adding like people that have just appeared once. so I don't think he's going to be in it. Highly unlikely. We're building a lot of the alien tech. Yeah, we're getting the contracts, wasn't it? Bit like, in real life, the stuff from Area 51 gets handed out to private contractors, back engineering alien stuff. Happens in real life. They relocate him off Earth to keep him safe. All right, fair enough. Anyway, so there we go. I think we'll leave it at that because we could go on forever, couldn't we? Just adding characters who've just been in an episode. I mean, what about McKay's sister? You could keep going on, couldn't you? I don't think she'd be in it again. Even though I did like them episodes where McKay's sister was in it. But anyway, so yeah. So there we go. So in as highly likely, I'll go through them, shall I? And as highly likely, we've got Samantha Carter, John Shepherd, Teal'c, Sergeant Siler, got to have him there with his big wrench. Jack O'Neill, he's not top of the list. I mean, it's got to be in some form, hasn't it? But anyway, Daniel Jackson, Rodney McKay, Richard Woolsey. God, I'm good at remembering these names, aren't I? And Cameron Mitchell. So there we go. That's the highly likelies who I think are definitely going to be in the new series in some form or another. Even if they're just, on the screen saying, "Welcome to Stargate Command" or whatever, that sort of thing. The guy who said Chevron won when Gary Jones was busy. Yes, sometimes it was a woman, wasn't it? That General West. Will General West make a reappearance from the movie? Catherine died, didn't she? The character. Catherine Langford. There we go. Catherine, she died, didn't she? The character, because he went to a funeral, didn't he? Did Daniel. So she won't be in it. What happened to Ernest Littlejohn, played by, where is he? Carson Beckett, the Carson Beckett actor. What happened to him? Anyway, so that's as highly likelies. In likelies, which are likely to appear, in my opinion, or our opinion. Winggrace asked, did Osiris ever die? I can't remember. I didn't like the actress. But I don't know. I don't know what happened to her. I can't remember what happened to Osiris. Age is an autocorrect for, and by the way, character. And by the way, the actress. Oh, right. No, has the actress passed away as well? Yes, the giant aliens from Crystal Skull. Are they going to appear? I said, Furlings. Those Asgard offshoot. The Unas. Will we see an Unas? Bloody hope not. I hate the Unas episode. Anyway, in the likely tier, we've got Elizabeth Weir, which rhymes, I know. Michael, the Wraith, or it's a kind of half Wraith now. Kind of looks a bit like Billy Idol, doesn't he? Because he's got a rebel yell. Dr. What's his face? I'm a blanket on his face now. And his name. What's his name now? I've just talked about him, haven't I? What am I like? Anyway, while I think about it, I'll read a Winggrace. I still think they'll have saved the regular Asgard. We haven't heard from them for a while. Maybe do you think they might still be out there somewhere? Or some of them? The odd colony of them that have just hung out. Or at least hope. Yeah. Because they were essentially, I can't use the word because I get demonetized. They all ended themselves, didn't they? For some weird reason. And gave everything to the humans, didn't they? Because we are the fifth race. But maybe some didn't. Maybe some knocking about. Proper Asgard. Not the others that were in Pegasus. Anyway. What's his name? I can't bloody remember. I'm going to have to... Where's my list? Where's my bloody list? Where the hell are you? You swine of a man. Carson Beckett. There we go. Them are Carson Beckett. or technically is the clone of Carson Beckett, but never mind. Then we have Dr. Bill Lee, who apparently just called Bill because that was the actor's first name. Have I added I hadn't added Walter, have I? Walter Harriman. Blimey. Blimey. Just bear with me. What am I thinking of? And according to the actor whose name I'm blanking on that again, because I'm bloody useless. Bear with me while I add him. I'm going to put Walter. Is it going to let me do it? What are you doing? Hello? I may have to refresh this page. It's playing silly buggers. Anyway, let's refresh the page. Maybe I hit the maximum. I don't know. I'm just refreshing the page. Why aren't you refreshing? Has my internet gone off? Are we still okay? We're still live. Oh dear. He says, "Oh, I thought he was right at the start." No, I don't think I've included him, have I? No, there's one of. Oh, hang on. Where's he gone? I've just refreshed the page. Disappeared from the items. Let's try him again. What are you going? Images. Let's try him again. Oop. Right, doing it this time. I'm putting him in highly likely because it's bloody Walter, isn't it? Yes, I see him on my screen. Yeah, it won't let me move him for some reason. I'm going to move him up next to Sergeant Siler because you've got to have them two, haven't you? At the SGC. Got to say Chevron 7 locked, haven't they? Bloody hell. Apparently, his original character name wasn't Harriman, was it? Let me just check. Yeah, it was supposed to be Davis, wasn't it? Norman Davis or something. His full name's Norman Walter Davis Harriman. And apparently his original name's like Norman Davis, and then somebody giving the name Walter, and I think it was Don S. Davis were told to give him an order and then call him Airman, but he kept saying Harriman for some weird reason because he misheard the thing or whatever. I don't know. So after that, we're called Harriman. Anyway, Walter is just president of Earth now. Crikey. Maybe so. Maybe so. No, he'll be running around. He'll be some assistant to whoever's in charge of the SGC, like it, but he'll still be there. He'll still be there along with Siler, doing menial tasks and being, the backbone of the SGC. Anyway, where were we? Bill Lee, that's where we're up to. Dr. Bill Lee, in the likely. Then we had Apophis, even though is he dead again? I don't know. He's died a few times, hasn't he? I mean, they're all supposed to be dead. All the system lords are supposed to be dead, aren't they? Because they told us that in Continuum, didn't they? Because Baal was the last of the system lords, we were told. So have they got all of the system lords? I don't know. I presume there's loads of other Goa'uld knocking about, minor ones. But I wouldn't be surprised if Apophis popped up again. And same with Baal as well, but he's further down because of the actor's sad passing. Wingray says he's giving tours like in 2010. Yeah, well, yes, there could be that as well. But I think he's still there, being important. And then we've Major. What have we done there for? And then with Major Davis. I think he could be there, but maybe he'd be a colonel or something like that. I don't think he'd make it to general. I think he'd be a colonel. He'd be in charge of something. Maybe he'd be the Alpha side, something like that, or another something like that. Or maybe they put him in charge of Atlantis or whatever. I don't know. I'm making things up, but it could appear along with Colonel Stephen Caldwell. Will he still be ferrying backwards and forwards from Pegasus? Because I think Atlantis will have gone back to the Pegasus galaxy to deal with the Wraith once and for all, or whatever. But yes, it'd be nice to see Mitch Pileggi back as Colonel Caldwell, who blew a bit hot and cold, didn't he? To be honest, Sometimes an amazing character, sometimes a bit of a pain in the ass, but that's what people are like, aren't they? Then with Ryak, Teal'c's son. As I said, I think if we see Teal'c, if they do use Teal'c, they might use Ryak as well. Or at least he might look at a picture of him or something. But anyway, and then and the Creepy Pete, only because he's a DeLuise, and they've got to find a way to shoehorn a DeLuise into Stargate for some reason. How did the DeLuises become so powerful in Stargate? I don't know, but they were everywhere, weren't they? Anyway, but there we go. The maybe not. So, it's 50-50. Could they appear? Could they not appear? Colonel Telford, played by Lou Diamond Phillips, La Bamba. Yeah, that's I'm getting. We're getting to characters that I don't think will appear. To be completely honest, even though I'm saying maybe not, I don't think they'll be in it. I don't think any of the Stargate universe characters will be appearing. They may get a mention, but I don't think they'll appear. And that's despite the rumor, isn't it, that I've heard somewhere that the story is going to be about Destiny. I can't remember where I heard it. I can't remember if it was the Brain Show, Brian and Shane, or if it was Jay at Tachyon Pulse. But anyway, whatever. I don't know. I don't have sources apart from in the fridge. So Colonel Telford, yeah, maybe not. Same for Eli Wallace. Hang on. Justin says, take care, guys. See you tomorrow. Always fun. Yes, thank you, Justin. Thanks for the super sticker. And you take care in whatever you're about to do. Are you running out to work? Or are you just doing something more worthwhile than listening to me? But yeah, cheers, bud. Off you go. Go and have fun. Cheers. Where were we? Eli. Yes, Eli still on Destiny. But he's all buffed up now because David Blue's all buff now, isn't he? So if they bring him in, they'll have to say, "Ooh, you look well." But like I said, he's had, 15 years to get in shape. And Colonel Young, I said, these are all SGU characters. Well, not all of them, but we're getting a few SGU characters. Colonel Young, I don't know. I put him in maybe not, but I don't think they'll appear. Same with Dr. Rush. Of all of them, to be honest, I'm moving Dr. Rush to the top of the maybe nots, because of any of them, I think he would be the most likely to appear. Plus he's Scottish, i.e. British, and they're filming it in Britain, so maybe they'll get him in. Maybe. If he still lives in Britain. I don't know if he does or not. Then with Taylor and Morgan, Rachel Luttrell played her, didn't she? But yeah, I don't think she'll appear, but you never know if Atlantis is involved in some way. But I don't know. Not Colonel, General Landry, Hank Landry. As I said, don't know. I think somebody else will be in charge. He may get a mention, but I honestly don't think, other than a mention, I don't think he'll appear. I really think Dr. Keller and Dr. McKay are still together. I don't know. We'll see. I'd forgot actually. Yeah, towards the end they got together, didn't they? I forgot about that. Maybe so. But to be honest, I'm going to say no, because I think she'd see him for how he really is. And I'm not saying that he's a bad person, but I think it'd be impossible to stay in a relationship with, and I think they would split after not very long, to be honest, because it's Princess, bloody cat running past. Because the other relationship he had with that other lovely lady, whose name I can't remember, but she had a lovely little voice. And she got Rodney. That didn't last long either, did it? Because she saw him for who he truly was. But anyway, where were we? Then Lieutenant Aidan Ford. As Wingrace said, he was in the plans for season 6 of Atlantis, so they could bring him back. His status is ambiguous. But would he come back as a goodie or a baddie? Would he still be affected by the wraith? Whatever it was, serum, whatever they call it. Who knows? Dr. Zelenka. It'd be nice to see him again. Getting on Rodney's nerves, but I said, I don't know. Which woman with the voice? I don't know. Rodney's first girlfriend on Atlantis. She was like a botanist or something, wasn't she? I can't remember her name, but she had a lovely little voice. And she split up from him because something happened. Though that worked out, there was some sort of disaster, wasn't there? They all got locked in or whatever. There was that shut down, and she saw him for how he really was. She didn't want to be with him anymore or something. Did she die? I don't know. I can't remember. They dropped that story. Yes, they did. But anyway. So Dr. Zelenka, it'd be nice to see him getting on Rodney's nerves and sometimes being more clever than Rodney. But not that Rodney had admitted. Stop pressing them, Steve. Then with Todd, the Wraith, John Shepherd. Because I should move him up into highly likely because it's Christopher Heyerdahl and he's got to be in everything, hasn't he? But I've got him in maybe not. But it'd probably be unlikely, to be honest. I should have just this unlikely and mostly unlikely and highly unlikely, shouldn't I? Major Lorne is probably the president's military advisor or something now. He's a field marshal Lorne or something. But yeah, you never know. And Cassandra, I don't even know what happened with Cassandra. Is she still knocking about? Is she still on Earth? I don't know. Can't remember. She still got. Did she get a dog? Was it her that got a dog? That O'Neill gave her a dog. I can't remember. Oh, dear. And then we get into the unlikelies. So Dr. Caroline Lamb. Wingrace thinks if Daniel's coming back, then she'll come back because she's married to him in real life, isn't she? Or she was. I don't know if she still is. But no, I think her character were a bit. I don't know, a bit of a mistake, or not a mistake, a bit of a miss, because her character didn't amount to much, did it? I honestly think they didn't know what to do with her, and she wasn't very likable, not like Janet Fraser. Anyway, then I forgot her name. Ming Na. I can't remember the character's name. I'm gonna have to look her up. Hey, where are you? Where are you? Camille Ray. There we go. Camille Ray. Are they still married? No, fair enough. Wingrace says, yes, the last we saw, she got those telepathy powers. And it was mentioned once after Fraser died. All right. Can't remember. Can't remember. Anyway, Camille Ray, nah, probably not. They probably couldn't afford Ming Na now anyway, could they? But it'd be nice because, I'd say Ming Na's lovely. Ming Na when. But really long queue for her at Comic Con that I saw her in. But anyway, never mind. And they were expensive, her autograph as well. But then, anyway, it's all going on to Lieutenant Tamara Johansson, played by Elena Huffman. So I don't think she'll be in it. They're probably still up on Destiny, aren't they? Probably, I don't know. And same with Matthew Scott, Lieutenant Scott. And there's Jennifer Keller. I don't think she'll appear, to be honest. I don't know why. I just don't. I think if they asked her, she'd be in it, but I don't think they'll use her. To be completely honest, but never mind. I didn't really like her character anyway. Sorry, Laura. I just didn't. But anyway, then Jonas Quinn. I don't think we'll see Jonas Quinn, but I think we should. He should be in the bloody highly likely, but I don't think we will see him. Hashtag justice for Jonas. Proper bloody shat on, wasn't it? By the Stargate producers were Corin Nemec. But anyway, at least he got to do Star Trek Renegades, didn't he? What it Renegades? That fan film done by Tim Russ and Walter Koenig. He played the Starfleet officer, the captain in that, didn't he? I think it was Renegade. Anyway. So no, I don't think we'll see Jonas Quinn again. He'll still be back on his own planet, whatever they're calling it these days. But I don't know. What happened to that Goa'uld? There was that sexy Goa'uld when they were being all Doug McClure and drilling to the center of the planet or whatever, doing the core or at the Earth's core or whatever. There was that sexy Goa'uld who ended up helping them. What did they do? What happened to her? I can't remember. Did she die? I don't know. Or did they get to... I don't know what happened, but anyway. Can't remember. That was a good episode. Jonas was supposed to be on the Orville, but he messed up. Colin Nemec was supposed to be on the Orville. How did he mess up? What did he do? She died, the Goa'uld did, to save the host. All right, fair enough. So the Goa'uld's dead, but the host is still alive. Right, fair enough. So he might be knocking about with her then on whatever the name of the Caledonia or whatever the name of the planet is. I can't bloody remember. Master Braytac. It'd be cool to see Master Braytac back, but I'm going to move him. I'm going to move Master Braytac up next to Ryak, because if we see him, we might see Master Braytac, might we? So I'm going to move him up to Likely. So there we go. See, it's fluid. It's fluid. He sent back his audition accidentally without audio, even though the role was written for him. Why didn't they give him an option to, resend it with audio? Or did they just say, F him, if he can't do it right first time, sod him, we'll get somebody else. Even though we wrote it for him. Oh dear. That sounds, I think that's a lie. Not from you, Wingrace, from whoever, if he said it, if that was his explanation, I think he's lying. Anyway. Where were we? Vala Maldoran. It'd be nice to see Vala back as well. But I don't think we will, because she's in unlikely because they're filming it in Britain, and Claudia Black didn't want to film Ahsoka season 2 because they're filming that in Britain. So ergo, I don't think she'd appear in Stargate if it's being filmed in Britain. But anyway, so there we go. So that's why. Then Felger and Coombs, we just include because we like them, so we just included them, but they're not going to be in it, are they? They should be in it, highly unlikely. But it'd be cool. It'd be cool to see Felger pottering about in one of the labs at the SGC. But is the SGC going to be like we see, in Stargate, in SG1, is it going to be the same sort of place, I wonder, or is it going to be all new? Is it going to be in a new facility? I think it'll all look new, and it'll look like an Apple store. There it does. It'll look rubbish. They'll think it's cool, but it'll look rubbish. They'll do it. They'll do something wrong. They will. They'll do something wrong. Winker says he said it in the Gateworld interview. Don't remember the details. There you go. There you go. He's lying. He's lying. He buggered something up properly. I mean, if they'd written it for him, they'd cut him some slack, wouldn't they? But anyway, whatever. Anyway, where were we? Oh, then Adria is in Unlike. I don't think we'll see Adria again because she's fighting Morgana Le Fay up in the astral realm, the ascended realm, isn't she? Same for Anubis. He's fighting Oma Desala up in the ascended realm, even though he's only half ascended, but whatever. So I don't think we'll see them. And same with Colonel Ellis of the Apollo, but you never know. But I doubt it. We're getting into minor characters that they've probably forgotten about, to be completely honest. And then Ishtar, the lovely Jolene Blaylock. You never know. She might be. Shall I move her up to be with like Braytac? Because you never know. Because she might be. They might have like a family scene with them all together around the table. So I moved Ishtar up to be the other Jafar. But I don't think so. And that's just he's moved from unlikely to likely in the blink of an eye. Tell you. I'm fickle. And then in highly unlikely, We've got Major Kowalski, because he died, didn't he, in The Enemy Within. Second episode, wasn't it? He died in that. Because he got a go old stuck in his head. And but then he came back, didn't he? From another universe. Same with Janet Fraser. So it'd be nice to, it's not impossible, and it'd be nice to see him again, but I don't think we'll see him. Same with Chloe. I've only put Chloe in highly unlikely because I don't want to see her, because I don't like the character. I hate her. For what she did to poor Eli. But anyway, most of these depend on how long the show goes. Yes, a single 10-episode season will likely feature almost no one. Yes, I'm not expecting, to be honest, I'm not expecting any of them to be in it, but some of them could be in it. And I'm being, incredibly optimistic with these titles for these tiers. Outside the big hitters. Well, yeah. But I wouldn't be surprised if even these won't appear in it. I think they will in some form, but I wouldn't be surprised if they're not in it. They may just get a mention. But anyway. And next up in the highly unlikely, Ronan Dex, Jason Momoa, down there because I think the actor isn't interested, because Joe Flanagan said that he wasn't interested in Joe's attempt to bring the series back. He didn't want anything to do with it. So I don't think he wanted anything to do with this. And there we go. Wingress says a new decade of Stargate will probably include a lot of them. Down the line, if the show is successful and goes on, you never know, do you? You never know. But just as guest spots, I don't think they'll be appearing as regulars. Like in old Stargate, you'd have them crossing over and popping up in other, like in Universe. We saw Rodney McKay and all that, didn't we? In Universe, towards the end. Anyway, where were we? Then Colonel Mayborn, apparently still on his planet being king, maybe. I don't know. But it'd be nice to see him again, but it's unlikely. And same with Kinsey. He's a go-old, apparently. He'll be off being evil somewhere. He could come back as the big bad, couldn't he? You never know. Suddenly gets loads of ships from somewhere. Takes over the Lucian Alliance. Or whatever. Because he's sneaky and he could do it, but you never know. But I put him in highly unlikely. Mostly because Ronnie Cox is 87. That's the main reason. But I don't know. The goal that infected him, did it have a name? Did we know about it? Or was it just like a newborn gold? I don't know. But anyway, not newborn, but just matured or whatever. I don't know. Then we've Baal, which is highly unlikely because poor Cliff Simon passed away, didn't he? So it's unlikely we'll see him. And I don't think they'd recast him out of respect for Cliff Simon. But it'd be nice to see Baal again. But it wouldn't be Baal, would it? Because we saw in Continuum that they took Baal out of the host, didn't they? The symbiote. The Goa'uld, they took him out. And so we just were left with the host. And Vala took him away, didn't she? She said, I'll look after him. So if we saw Vala, we might see him again. So I'll put them together then. Right, there we go. Put them together. Vala and X-Baal. So they might be an item now somewhere. But we won't see him because Cliff Simon's no longer with us. And she doesn't want to work in the UK. Don't blame her. Wingers says, I need to do my missed opportunity for ideas for Stargate. Always what a Jonas to go to Atlantis. Sort out your autocorrect, Wingers. Something Danny came back. Who's Danny? Mayborn to be a prior, etc. I don't know. The prior are they still knocking about? I don't know. We all got the Ark of Truth sort of sorted them out, didn't it? But I don't know what's going on. Vala's ex. Oh, yes, Tomin, I think, isn't it? Is it Tomin? Yeah. I can't remember the name of the actor. I know what you mean, though. It's still not, well, Still knocking about, isn't it? Will it be on Earth, or will it gone back? Did they go back to the Ori galaxy? I can't remember. No, I meant back when the show was on. Oh, right. Fair enough. Anyway, okie dokie. I don't know what you're on about. Right, let's read this again then. Back when the show was on. Back in the day. Need to do my missed opportunity for ideas for Stargate. I always wanted Jonas to go to Atlantis. Something. Who's Danny? Stern Danny came back. Maybe born to be a prior, etc. All right. So a missed opportunity for the old Stargate. Right, I see what you mean. But I don't want this to go to Atlantis. Stern Danny came back. Anyway. And the dumb app is still not working since the last update. Chats are broken. Stupid, isn't it? After Daniel came back. And where are we then? All right, yes. See what you mean now. Yes, after Daniel came back from being ascended. Yes. When Daniel returned and booted him off the team, essentially. Kind of elbowed him out. Made his life unbearable. I know that's not how it was done, but yes, I see what you mean now. Yes. Yeah, it'd been cool, and it'd be nice for Corin Nemec still to, be involved with Stargate. They could have done. It could have been part of the Atlantis expedition, or they could have maybe had him in Universe, part of the Icarus team or something like that. But anyway, yes, see what you mean now. See what you mean. Thank you, Wingrace. Blimey, took some getting through that, didn't it? Mostly because I'm an idiot. Anyway, where were we? Two more in the highly unlikely. I forgot her name already. Jennifer Haley. I'd like to see her back, but as we've found out, because Wingrace knows everything, as we know, it's not a bad thing. I'm not complaining. It's very handy. The actress isn't well. She's had a stroke and stuff, but and she's an ex. She's not acting anymore, apparently. So, which is sad because I thought her character was cool. I did really like her character. Started off, as a bit of a brat with a chip on her shoulder, but she was super clever, and I thought she had loads of potential. And Carter did as well. But we'll not see her, will we? And then there's Coulson. Was it Alec Coulson? I forgot already. The fella that we're going to expose the SGC, and he cloned that Asgard, didn't he? But they whisked him off to the Alpha site or whatever, didn't they? To get him out of the way. Anyway. The other woman was a cadet with Haley who went on to Battlestar Galactica. I have no idea. That could be a good star power to bring in. I don't know. Can't remember. Don't know. I'm trying to think now. Hey, I can't remember the name of the episode that she were in. Is she still here? No, it's not. Right, bear with me while I look up Jennifer Haley. Find out which episode she were in. Wingrace is probably typing it in even now. Come to the Stargate wiki. She's now I hate wiki pages. Go away. She's a major in the United States Air Force, serving on board the George Hammond. Oh, I'm going to say Boom. I'm not thinking of Boom. I'm thinking of somebody else. Anyway. Was it the episode Prodigy or Proving Ground? Was it the first episode that you were in? Let's have a look. Prodigy, guest stars. Where are the cast? Elizabeth Rosen as Cadet Jennifer Haley. I know her name if I see it. It's not appearing. So maybe it's the other episode. Is it Proving? I picked the wrong one, Anna. Typical. Typical. Pick the wrong one. It's like if I'm driving somewhere and I don't know where I'm going, if I've 2 ways to go, I will always pick the wrong way. 100%. Grace Park. Yes, Grace Park. She was boomer, wasn't she? There you go. I didn't even remember that she were in it. But yeah, they could get her back, couldn't they? If she's still acting. Don't know. Anyway, she was one of the 4 cadets promoted to the SGC. Cool. But yeah, cool to get Grace Park back. I said, for a familiar face that people might know, or nerds would know, wouldn't they? Oh, she was in Battlestar Galactica. But anyway. What about Linda Park? Are they related? Is Grace Park and Linda Park related? Don't know. I imagine it's a common park. Korean name? Is it a Korean name? Don't know. Anyways, there we go. That's the list. That's the list of characters. What is it? Legacy Stargate characters in the new series. Maybe, in my opinion, with help from Windgrace and Justin and Laura. I'm just seeing if anybody else popped in. And Laura, and I think that's it, isn't it? A quick look on Rumble. Make sure nobody said anything on Rumble. Have the bloody hell. Never do. Right, so there we go. There we go. We'll leave it there. So that's my tier list. There we go. I was going to do my tier list on Tier Maker. You know, Tier Maker, but I've had to use Tier Buddy instead. I signed up for Tier Maker. You know, they did like a one-off thing where if you sign up, you get it ad-free, pay like a one-off fee. I can't bloody sign back in now. It won't let me. Doing my head in. So I went to Tier Buddy. Thought, sod Tier Maker. Just wasted like, I don't know, 20 quid or something. I can't remember how much it was. But yeah. French Stewart back for a third role. I know he played Peretti. I can't remember which one. In the film, didn't he? Were he in SG? Well, in the series as well? I can't remember. Yeah, that'd be cool, wouldn't it? I didn't pay when I used. I didn't want adverts popping up. You see, that's. I'm gonna start doing a lot of these tier list things. I didn't want adverts popping up. But anyway, it was in Universe. Was it? Oh right, it says it's been a while. It's been a while. Anyway, so there we go. We'll leave it there. We're all done and dusted. So that was fun, wasn't it? I'll stick with Tier Buddy because Tier Buddy works. Unlike Tier Maker. Oh, pardon me. Wingers says one of the people who tried to steal a body using the stones, even he was dying in a nuke attack. Trying to remember. It rings a bell. It rings a bell. It rings a bell. Anyway. Right, so let's get rid of that. Right. Look at my hair stuck out. My son had me shaving his head today. Proper shaving it. He says, I want it all off. But I thought, no, I'll not shave it to the bone, so to speak. But he's basically no hair on that. How we wanted it. So we both called Sean now. Richard Kind. Yes, he could be back as either that Egyptologist that started translating the cover stones, or that fella in Atlantis that everybody loved. I can't remember the name of his character. But not as Lucius. Not as Lucius, please. We could have him back as that Egyptologist, couldn't we? That Daniel Jackson showed up, didn't he? Who translated this? I did. With his weird mouth. But anyway. Yep, that'd be cool. Is he still around? I don't know. Like I said, we've got to remember, it's like 20 years since SG1 finished or whatever. I can't remember how long it was since SG1 finished. Been a while though, hasn't it? It can't be far off 20 years. And it's like 14 years since Universe ended, I think. I'm sure it was 2011. Let me check. Target Univoice. When did it go? Yes, 2011. Yes. when it ended. So it's 14 years. So that's all these actors that I've added to this list. None of them are getting any younger, are they? He was in like every American sitcom since the 90s. Yes, he's one of those faces, aren't you? Think, oh, I know him. Got one of those faces. Anyway, we'll leave it there. What's coming up next, you may ask? Probably not, but anyway. What day are we on? Sunday. Tomorrow, it's Star Wars Day. May the 4th be with you and all that shite. Sorry, it gets on my nerves. So for Magnificent Mondays tomorrow, we're going to break down and review Attack of the Clones, because that's what we're up to. We've done the original trilogy and Phantom Menace, and now we're up to Attack of the Clones. So that's what we're doing. We're going to break down and review that tomorrow. Wednesday, I don't know what I'm doing. I haven't decided. Friday night appointment with Thea next week. Hang on. Get it out. There we go. Urban Legend from 1998, I think. So that'll be cool because I've got the box set. Look, cool. So that's next Friday. Right, we'll leave it there. So, let's get sorted. So don't use the Christmas one, Steve. So thanks for watching. I'm talking about the outro. So thanks for watching wherever you are. Look after each other. Chevron 7 locked and all that stuff. By the way, that's cool, isn't it? It's on YouTube. Look for, I don't know, Stargate screensaver. You'll find that's cool. I used to have it on a tablet. I've got hang on, just a minute. Bear with me. I'm going in a minute. When I used to cosplay, I used to do a lot of Stargate cosplay. Back in the day, I used to carry this about. It looks a bit battered now, doesn't it? It's a bit done in. It was my Atlantis, laptop. It's been shoved under there. It probably won't even come on. Let's see if it comes on. I don't know. It's just it's an Amazon Fire. I think it's a Fire. Yes, it's an Amazon Fire tablet. But I had that. Well, when is it that on here? I showed it to David Hewlett, and he was really impressed. He thought, "Oh, that's some super techie person." But I was just playing that video. I think it was on. This might be a different tablet now. Actually, the other tablet I used might have broken, but we'll see. I'll have a look. I don't think it's on here. If it ever decides to come on, tell you. Actually, I'm thinking. I don't think it is on here, but anyway. Come on, you're going to come on. You blooming thing. It's sorting stuff out. It is coming on, but it's sorting stuff out. Just talk amongst yourselves. Right, here we go. So I'll see if it is. I don't know where it'll be now. Got to go into my files. How do I get into my files? I forgot how to use this thing. Where's my folders? How do I get into my folders? I don't know how to get into it. Is it that one? Maybe let's have a look at that. What's this one open? Local storage. It's not going to be in here, is it? I don't think I've got it on here. My stomach's making noises. I think I'm getting hungry. Oh, they're not in alphabetical order. Oh, it's not on here. Never mind. Anyway, so I'll turn it off again. I think it was on my old tablet. Anyway, I used to go around cosplaying as Stargate people and walking about with a tablet in my thing that said Stargate Command sticker on it. Atlantis sticker. That are a bit worse for wear now, aren't they? But never mind. Never mind. Right, where were we? Thanks for watching. Wherever you are, look after each other. Chevron 7 locked, etc. I'm really looking forward to this new Stargate series, by the way. I hope they don't bugger it up. Really, really don't. But it's a long way off yet. At least a year and a half off in it, at least. But anyway, so bye.
That old Yorkshire geek with stories to unfold.